precisely, and I am coming live with a weekly tarot reading. It's a little bit windy for me here today, and my mobile phone is on the stand, which might be a little bit shaky, so I hope it won't start falling, but if it will, then be warned that I might need to catch yeah, my goodness, you see, that's how we manifest. That's how we manifest, right? Say that something wouldn't happen, and there it goes. It does happen. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, let's try again. Welcome everybody, welcome who you are already here, welcome if you join later, welcome if you are one of those who will watch a replay, welcome, anytime you join in, you are so welcome here. So a weekly tarot reading on Sunday, and it is now already, I think, a third or fourth time I come live on Sunday. And once again, welcome everybody joining in. And once again, I would like to just quickly repeat the message that I have set out for all the past tarot readings, because I like it so much. And it helps to tune into the system of tarot, and if you are maybe here the first time, then it helps you also to tune into what tarot is, and when you know just even a little bit what the tarot is, then it helps you to also better connect and receive your message. I really hope I won't have to do that the whole time. Okay, I'm sorry for that. That's a bit unexpected. I haven't had that wind on my balcony before. Like I've had a lot of wind, but not during my tarot reading. And now my mobile stand is not so stable as it's needed for it to be, because I want you to see the decks as well as me. I'm figuring it out while I'm giving this short introduction before we go into the reading and into the actual messages for you. And this introduction is simply to say that tarot is not just a deck of oracle cards. Tarot is an ancient system. It's a system, like if you have maybe heard about the Jewish mythological metaphysical system for exploring human being and life in its spiritual essence. You have maybe heard about Kabbalah. So tarot is really a lot connected to Kabbalah. Actually, those systems, it's possible to see how they match, how the major arcana can be like put on the map of Kabbalah. So the major arcana is the main, the big part of the tarot, so to say, that contains the journey of the soul. Using that Jungian concept here, and using so many different terms, it also exemplifies that it is a comprehensive system and an ancient system that really derives from the origins of our spirit, of our psyche, of the human life, of the universe and the spirit, and how it functions in this world. Because Carl Jung, if we were talking in Jungian terms, and the journey of the hero was definitely dealing with that, and the Kabbalah, the ancient Jewish mystical system, is dealing with precisely that. Tarot is also a lot connected to astrology. Anyway, not going too much into that, but I am reading those weekly tarot readings. I am doing them on Sundays, and the first time it happened by accident, so to say, although I don't believe in accident, but synchronicities only, to use another Jungian term. But then I thought about it, and it came to me that Sunday, from all the days of the week, is today that symbolizes the beginning and end, because in some calendars it is for the beginning, and in some calendars it is for the end of the week. And so it is today that we can look at kind of as containing the Alpha and the Omega, the end and the beginning. And when we look in any metaphysical or mystical system that helps us to understand ourselves as human beings, as souls, as spirits, and all of it together, and our journey on this planet and in this life, then all these systems are based on the eternity, on the eternal time, that there is no end and beginning, really. You know, it all comes together in this circular spiral movement where we are always already where we need to be. So this is my message for the beginning. We are always where we need to be. So wherever you are where you need to be. You are in the beginning and you are in the end. And that moment is always both of it for you, because the end contains the beginning and the beginning contains the end. So let us begin without further ado. I have 3 decks in front of me, and what is to do for you is choose one. But before you do that, I invite you to just take a deep breath wherever you are. Wherever you are, whatever you do, maybe you are like walking and seeing me live on your phone, maybe you are driving, then keep your focus. But you can always make a deep breath, and if you are in a position, if you are in a place that you can close your eyes for a moment, really relax your body, then do that. And by taking this deep breath, breathe in through your nose. Breathe out with the sigh through your mouth. With that deep breath, you say to yourself precisely what I said in my words a minute ago. You are always in the perfect place. You are always already where you need to be, because the end contains the beginning and the beginning contains the end, and in fact there is no such thing. So take another deep breath if you need. Land in your body, land in your heart, come from your head to feeling. And as I'm struggling a bit with this mobile stand, I'm not letting it to bother me, because all is perfect, so be it. So there are 3 decks in front of me. I'm going to show you them by one. This will be number 1 today. And you can just continue taking your deep breaths, landing within, coming out of the head, into the heart, into the body. This is number 2. Making a sigh will give you a message from yourself to yourself. It's alright. Number 3. And from this place, I am where I am, and it's alright. Choose your deck. So 1, 2, or 3, and I'm going to pass on the messages. Starting with deck number 1. And also saying this little disclaimer that I actually always say in the beginning of those lives. Welcome everybody, welcome who has joined in. That you might find all the messages resonant. It can happen. So then just receive them all. And it might be that one of them talks to you more, and probably it will be the one that you chose from that deck. Then so be it. So if you chose deck number 1, and I wanted to say that I'm feeling you. Whoever you chose that deck right now, I'm really feeling your heart. And your heart is telling you, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Because the message of this card, so this is a weekly tarot reading, so in a way it's kind of a, what is that can change like so much, or what can be like so significant in my life in terms of development of my soul or human being, or what kind of big lessons could I learn within 1 week? Well, I'm telling you major ones actually, and not only in 1 week but in days, in hours, and I'm telling it on my own personal experience. And the more work you do, the more advanced you are, so to say, on the journey, the more you have looked within already, the more fast actually everything happens. So this is a major arcana card from this beautiful Egyptian lineage tarot deck, and it is the Hierophant or the High Priest on this card. And the Hierophant of the High Priest is the inner counselor, the spiritual guide. So we have, when we talk about the tarot as the system again, and we talk about the major arcana, I said before that in Jungian terms, Jungian psychology terms, it's the journey of the soul. So there are 21 cards in the major arcana that depict kind of the human life, or the journey of the hero, as Joseph Campbell calls it in his famous book. And in that major arcana, we have different archetypes. So major arcana is composed of 21 cards, and we call each of the cards also an arcana or an archetype. And we actually have all those archetypes within us, all of them. And the Hierophant or the High Priest, I want to connect it now with another archetype or another part of the major arcana of the human psyche and the human soul. And that other part that I want to bring into the picture right now, and I don't know exactly why, but I guess it's your heart asking that, whomever I feel right now really strongly. The other arcana that I want to bring in is the Emperor. So the Emperor is the ultimate masculine. He's the ruler. He's the one who is like, he's the, when we bring it to the like more modern terms, and we look, for example, when we look at the company, okay, then we have the owner, right? So the CEO is important, but the owner is the owner, and the owner has actually all the power. Now the owner has to sustain his state of being. The state of being in a healthy, in a spiritually connected way in his life, because that's the only way how he can make good decisions, and that's the only way how the company will actually flourish. Now if you talk about the Emperor in more like connected to their heart. A good ruler is serving his country and his people and his empress or queen, of course, because the queen again and the empress arcana is the representative of the love, the giving of love. So a wise emperor understands that although he needs to take care of the practical functioning, of the safety, of the finances, of the prosperity of his country, he needs to do it in a way that is sensitive to his people, to his land even. And the only person that the emperor listens to, who can give them advice, is the high priest, the hierophant. So a wise emperor will have this kind of a counselor in their lives. And again, if you look at the stories, then even the 1001 Nights, the rulers, the sheikhs or kings, they always invited in the saints, the wise men, the meditators, the yogis, the mystics, because they wanted to learn from them, because they knew it's important. And why is it so important? It is because of precisely that. We cannot make decisions only based on what we see and what we perceive and what we understand with our logical mind and where our earthly power can take us. We need more. We need a deeper understanding. We need a more wide perspective. We need to be connected to our heart, and through our heart we are connected to the higher, we are connected to God. Now, when I bring that down to the ground, when I'm talking about a message for you, then we are talking about your life. So you are the ruler of your life, and your life and your heart is inviting you to connect to the spiritual side, to connect to the knowing of your soul and your heart, because your soul lives in your heart. That's the home of your soul. And that card, it connects you to that. And there are several ways of connecting. You can seek for guidance. For example, I'm sitting here and I'm bringing this message forth, so I can be the voice of the hierophant, the high priest for you. It can be your therapist, it can be whoever, it can be a spiritual teacher, spiritual guide. But whoever it is, what is important is that they are not giving you anything from the outside that you need to blindly believe. They are here to connect you to your own deeper wisdom, to your own heart. Because the guru, so the hierophant, the high priest, he's the counselor, but he's also the teacher. He's the spiritual teacher who teaches by the way he is, by his being, because he is connected. So this is, in essence, it's your own connection. Whoever is the outer guide, it can be a book for you right now, it can be an online course, it can be a real person, it can be a therapy session, it can be whatever. But the important thing is that it's guiding you back to your heart, to your own knowing, because the true guru is here, and the only voice that is worth listening to is the voice of your heart and the voice of your soul. So, whatever it means to you this week, I really felt that message, and I see that I spent 10 minutes bringing it through. So I'm going a little bit faster probably with the next ones, but that was important, and maybe that was important for all of us to hear right now at this point of time, whichever deck you chose from those in front out of me. Damn it, I need a better mobile stand. Okay, so let us continue to the second message from this golden deck. It's so challenging this time. I need to like freaking hold the mobile stand. Come on. Like I can't shovel my deck. Right, alright, so let's play with that. Why not? So if you chose the golden one, the message for you is coming right up. Alright, we have a windbreak. Can shovel the deck. There we go. Right. The Three of Pentacles. So having just talked about really this metaphysical, this spiritual connection that is so important, because this determines our state of being, of how we are, right? We can have a lot of money and a lot of power, but if we don't have that connection, then it's no use really. Now this one comes from the Suit of Pentacles, and this is really practical message for you. So wherever you are in your life, whatever is happening for you right now, it is time for you and you are ready to take something in your life that you have already begun with into more physically feasible. Oh my God, I feel I'm speaking so complicated right now. So there is something you have started with. You have started to create something in your life. It can be work related, it can be hobby related, it can be healing related, but it's really something that is like it's material. You can feel it in your life, either in your health, in your home, in your finances, in your body. Whatever it is, it needs to somehow physically manifest. And in the process of this physical manifestation, there is a point where you need to take a step further from knowing that you have the resource and that you have the potential, and having also the idea. And then moving with the flow, kind of, and trusting the flow and trusting the change. But then the time comes when you need to do something more, when you need to have, besides the idea and the trust in the flow and your resourcefulness, you also need to have like the vision and the actual action. So if you look at that picture, then you can see like those three qualities that are needed for you right now to move forward, because you need to move forward. You need to bring something like more into life. Yeah, for some reason I'm not finding like really good words for it at the moment. Like bringing it more into life, yeah, like really doing it. And for really doing it, what you need is the three qualities. And those three qualities are that you need to have the vision that is actually really connected to this high priest or hierophant, you know, because the vision needs to involve your heart. The vision cannot be only that, oh, I want to like have a lot of money. Well, I mean, it can, and you can even achieve that, but what does it actually give to you? Does it actually give you the feeling of abundance on all levels of your being, because you are a holistic being. So you need to have the vision, and you need to have the plan, okay? And so the plan how to do it. So what are the next steps, or having the vision, even like, let's say you have the vision and then you have like the detailed planning, you know, if I bring because it's the Suit of Pentacles, I'm bringing this really earthly example. If you start building a house, then you can have the vision, like what kind of house do I want, where do I want to live in, but you also need to have the detailed planning at some point. And then you need to have the construction worker, right? So the action actually needs to be taken as well. So those three qualities is what you need right now. And if that card came out for you, it means that you have got those three qualities. And if you don't have all of it on your own, because some things that we do in life ask us to delegate, or for example, building a house, you probably, if you are not a construction worker, you are not doing it yourself, you need to hire someone to do it for you. So so see what does it mean for you, and where do you need to find maybe outer resources. But you always have got the resources. Whether you need to ask for help, you need to ask for counseling, guidance, hire somebody to do something, whatever it is, you have got this. So do what is needed, and don't escape any of those qualities. So be thorough here. Yeah, because on that step, on that moment in the process, depends all that will be followed. So what kind of say safety, or prosperity, or pleasure, or home you build for yourself, depends on how you do it. How clear is your vision, how clear is your plan, and how skillful you are, or is the person who is doing it. Alright, and deck number 3. Ooh. Wow, and there we go. We have Ace of Pentacles. So for you, it means a new beginning. Again, the Suit of Pentacles. So really inviting to the practical realm again, to the material, to the earthly. So there is a new beginning for you. There is a new potential waiting for you to step in and create, because you are the creator. This card shows you the potential. This card shows you that in your life you are held. God is holding you, God is guiding you, God is giving you all that you need. And what you need to do is step in and to use that potential, to use those resources, to go for it. So go for it. Go for it is a message for you. Go explore, feel what is there for you, and start creation of something new in your life, because the momentum is here and everything is possible. So if that card, we had the 3 of Pentacles, if in that moment we are already in a place where we need to some plan and we need some skills, like something has already begun and we need to manifest it more, we need to take steps further, then at this point where we have the Ace of Pentacles, it's the potential. Nothing is manifested yet, but everything is possible. So life is inviting you into this new beginning. into this field of all possibilities. And because it is the Suit of Pentacles, that the main message is trust it. Trust that you are provided. Trust that you have all the resources that you need. You are financially, materially, in all the ways, you have all that you need. See the possibilities, not the obstacles. Yeah. All right. That's it for the day. Thank you for being here. And please share this reading with whomever you feel that it can benefit them. Feel free to spread the word about the readings. It will be available on YouTube. Satya Magdalena, Satya Magdalena Tarot. If you look for it on YouTube, you should find. Follow me there. There will also be my dance and poetry videos and more material, and soon enough some teachings about tarot that won't be here. Those teachings will not be here on Instagram, so for that you need to be on my YouTube as well. So go and find me there and hit follow. So you would get all the things, and see you next week. I think that's it. Right. Oh yeah, and if you feel that you need a personal reading, I have a few spots for next week. Feel free to DM me. If you are here in Bali, there is a special chance for us to meet in person. If you are not in Bali, we can meet online, so no problem.